Some doors close behind you, not with violence, with precision, with finality. And what they offer is mercy. This is the gift of no return, the moment when turning back is no longer an option, the moment when the life you once tolerated becomes inaccessible, not because it's disappeared, but because you disappeared from it. These thresholds that we're talking about are not only about crossing, they're also about burning the bridge, burning the exit, the version of you who would still entertain going back. This is why most men flirt with change but never court with it. They want evolution without severance. They want coherence without consequence. They want to test the waters while keeping their clothes dry. But that's not how thresholds work. Thresholds demand totality, not performance, not ritual, not a well-worded intention. A decision felt in the body, signed in blood, confirmed by the life that follows it. The moment you cross, the moment you truly, truly cross, something closes behind you, and you know it. You feel it in your bones, not as fear, but as stillness. The relief of the inevitable, the dignity of done. And this is what most men never taste, because they keep everything reversible. They leave relationships with a foot still in. They change careers while still taking calls from the old one. They claim transformation but stay emotionally available to the systems that broke them. And so nothing changes. They orbit, they oscillate, they build new lives with the architecture of the old because they never allowed the door to shut. They never said, I'm willing to lose it all in order to live aligned. But that sentence, that choice, that's sacred. Because when you say it, you don't just walk forward, you seal the past. You disqualify distortion. You remove incoherence from your list of options. And you make sovereignty your only possible outcome. And yes, as I've said many times, you will lose people, platforms, performance-based approval. But what you gain cannot be overstated. You gain clarity, weightlessness, unmistakable truth. And yes, you carry a cross and the cross is heavy, but it's your cross. It's not someone else's. You no longer need to hold boundaries because the old system no longer exists. You no longer need to defend your choices because there's nothing left to argue with. And you no longer need to manage distortion because distortion has nowhere to land. This is when you're no longer split. You're no longer divided, no longer half loyal to a former version of yourself. Just to avoid loneliness, you are whole. And that wholeness does not entertain regression. And this is not out of defiance, but out of coherence. This is the gift of no return. You're finally unavailable for the life that once seduced you, unavailable for the apology that never came, unavailable for the project that drained you, unavailable for the story that kept you trapped, and unavailable for the smallness that used to feel like safety. And from this place, everything changes. Your decisions land, your relationships clarify, your timing sharpens, your presence deepens. Because nothing in you is waiting or watching or wondering what might have been. Because you've crossed, you've paid, you've burned the bridge. And the smoke rising behind you is not loss, it's proof that you're no longer playing the game of partial transformation. You're done pretending that the old life still fits. You're finished fantasizing about being liked by people who never knew you. And you're done grieving things you were never meant to keep. You're not becoming someone new. You're standing in the final shape of who you've been all along. And from here, you can build, you can love, you can lead. Because the only thing worse than the wrong life is knowing the right one was waiting and you never actually chose it. You must seal the door, burn the bridge, cross the threshold, and never look back. Welcome to The Architect Speaks.